Good morning, friends. Welcome to Durgasoft and welcome to logic based programming course. Okay, no problem. Even if it is your first class, no issues. Sir, here we are going to announce a new logic based programming batch. Batch number is nothing but 4. Successfully, 3 batches are running. In that first batch, about to complete. Okay, second batch and third batch are running. Okay. Now here we are going to start a new batch. So on weekend, that batch is nothing but LBP4. Okay. So myself, K. Prakash Babu, having 12 years of experience. And here we are going to see the course called logic based programming, where you can call it as a coding round or programs or challenges or anything you can use. We are concentrating on programming environment. And this batch is nothing but 8 to 10 weekends. So approximately we started for 8 weekends, but it may leads to 10 weekends also. Okay. Sir, probably it will wind up on February. Okay. And every Saturday and Sunday, we have the session. The sessions will be only on Saturdays and Sundays, exactly at 10 a.m. So we are going to start. But of course, these are the demo sessions. That's why we planned for 11 o'clock. Okay. Already we started the batch. Sir, you people are going to combine with that batch. Beyond that, nothing. Okay. Then the fees for this particular course is nothing but 999. I request everyone to contact to this number and enroll your names in the course. Okay. Then, sir, we are going to see the problems in HackerRank. Today, I will show you how to open the HackerRank, how you can able to solve the problems. Sir, next and after that, what things we are going to follow in our regular classes. First step, I will introduce the problem statement for you people, and you can understand what is the problem statement, what they are expecting from the problem. Okay. So for that, we have to write a code and we have to check whether sample test cases are working or not. Sir, sample test cases in the sense what? So for the given problem statement, visible test cases will be there. Like if you want to perform addition of two numbers, they will give 2 and 3 as an input. Expected output is a 5, and they will give 5 and then 5. Sir, expected output is 10. For that requirement, we have to prepare the program. And finally, once if your logic is clear, okay, once if your logic is clear, sir, then what is your requirement? Sir, you have to write the code. Okay, you have to write the code in different languages like C, C++, Java, like that. 1 minute. Yeah. So we have to write logic for that. Okay. So if the program is simple, directly we can write logic. Suppose if the program is very complex, we have to prepare some kind of algorithm or step-by-step explanation we required. Such type of things we are going to do. After that, we will prepare the solution in C language as well as Java as well as Python. So, and finally, if you have prepared the program, you need to submit the program for final test cases. So based on program requirement, if you have written the code, definitely it will pass all the private test cases. And all the cases are hidden here. All the test cases are hidden. Once if you clear all the test cases, you are going to get 1 point. So this is nothing but what we are going to see. Here you can expect 350 programs we are going to cover in this session. Okay. Sir, now in today's session, I want to introduce, sir, some sample things for you people. For example, if you want to write the program, our main intention is what? We have to prepare the logic. Once if the logic preparation is completed, we have to implement the program. So if you want to implement the program, the basic things which you required is nothing but sir, whether you are implementing in C language or whether you are implementing in C++ or Java, forget about that. But IO statements are very, very important. That is, sir, how you can able to read the data from the user, sir, how you can able to write data to the end user is very, very important aspect. So especially in this LBP batch, that's why, sir, as a first session, as a first topic, I want to introduce for you people input and then output statements. Okay, sir, input and output statements we will discuss now. Okay, sir, if you take C program, okay, if you take C language, if you take C language, in the C language, the the output statements are nothing but, sir, printf. I will write in a consolidated manner. In the C language, we are going to use printf as a message, as a function, which is used to print the messages as well as variables as well as values on the screen. And if you take C++ programming language, here you are going to use cout. Okay, so you have to print any object or any other information to the console. And if you are taking Java programming language, then we have a special syntax is there with system.out.println. Okay, suppose if you are using Python programming, then we have to use the statement called print. Sir, these are nothing but various statements which we have, using which we can able to print output on the screen. Sir, very good. What about input? Sir, if you want to read input from the user in C language, we have a special syntax is there. For that we have to use a scanf. Okay, then if you are using C++, yes, very good, very good. Some people are interacting. Excellent. Sir, if you are using C++, then we have to use a Cin. And if you are using Java, then we have to use a scanner class, or we have to go for just 1 minute, sir. From office, we are getting call. 1 minute. Yeah, sir, we can use either scanner class, or we have to use a buffered reader class, or we can go for console. Anything. Yeah, even you can read from command line arguments also. Okay, sir, this is nothing but what we have. But as of now, sir, Sagar, please remember here in the coding challenges, we are not going to read the data from the command line arguments. Okay, sir, if you are performing any operations at console level, then you can go with command line arguments. Sir, here the inputs are given in the format of normal console. We should not use command line arguments here. So see, for the command line arguments, separate inputs will be there. Okay, then, sir, what about in Python? What about in Python? In Python, we have a special function called input. Sir, make sure that input will always read the data in the form of string. That's why input with typecasting functions we have to use. So for getting the output, okay, I mean for processing the data, suppose if you want to read integer value, then input function with integer data type we have to use. So this is nothing but the standard input and output operations that we can able to perform on these programming languages. Okay, sir, with the help of these, I want to explain for you people three programs. Okay, three programs. So in C as well as C++ as well as Java. Okay, let us see. First, I want to write a C program. So for that, there is one famous compiler is there. What is that compiler? Is nothing but sir, Joodle compiler. Joodle compiler. Regularly, we are going to use this compiler Okay, but of course, just for demo purpose, I am showing. Anyway, we have our HackerRank compilers are there. In that, you can able to execute the programs. Okay, sir. Once if you open these, it is going to provide support for various programming languages. It is provide support for various programming languages. Sir, you can able to see here. So we have various programming languages are there. Sir, in this we are opening C language and we are doing the programs in C++. We are doing in programs in Java and then Python. So this is nothing but the main compiler link. Okay, then if you want to C compiler, this is nothing but the C compiler link. Okay, similarly, if you want to work with C++, of course, it is not required for us. Just I am explaining for you to understand. Beyond that, nothing. Sir, this is nothing but C++. Some updates are going on in my system. That's why it is a bit slow. Please don't worry. The course is already started. Okay. Yeah, you can get the link from admin team. Okay. Admin team are going to share a link for you people. Sir, using that link, you can attend from next week. Okay. So this is the regular session only. I'm going to cover some 5 programs today. So I told already the batch is there. Okay. Sir, for that already we started. One minute, sir. Yeah. Sir, now I will write the programs in various programming languages. Sir, observe here how it will be. Sir, first I am choosing C compiler. Okay. Sir, I want to write the program here. In C language, I want to write the program. So what is my program requirement is nothing but I want to print a simple welcome message on the screen. Okay. I want to print a simple hi message or hello world welcome message on the screen. Sir, how you can able to write code for that? Have a look once. Sir, here the first step is nothing but respective header files you have to include to your program. Okay, respective header files you have to include to your program. So in C language, if you want to perform IO level operations, you have to include stdio.h header file. Then you have to prepare a main function because C language was developed from Unix operating system. Sir, in that main method syntax is nothing but integer main. Okay, sir, at the end it always expecting return statement. That's why let me give the status as a 1. 1 indicates a true value. Sir, we are giving a result to the operating system saying the program executed successfully. Whether you are taking 0 or 1, forget about that. It is not in our scope. Leave it. Okay. Then, sir, I told already we have to use which statement to print the message on the screen in C language? Printf. Just I am going to use only that statement. Okay. Sir, we have to use which statement? Printf. So here I am going to type printf welcome. So which is used to print a welcome message on the screen. System is giving problem. Yeah, sir, you can able to see printf is nothing but the syntax. Sir, here I am printing welcome. Okay, that's all. So welcome, better to use some word called from, sir, C language. So once if you type each and everything, okay, just we need to click on execute button. Once if you click on execute button, this program will be supplied to the Joodle server and it is going to evaluate this and it is producing the result as a welcome from C language. This is the way, sir, how you can able to write your first program to print hello message on the screen in C language. Now I want to write the same program in C++ programming language. I want to write a simple C++ program to print welcome message on the screen. Let us see how you can able to do this. So just 1 minute wait. I will close all my applications. Sir, please wait for 1 minute. Yeah. Am I audible now?
Sir.
Yes. Yeah. Fine. Sir, let me implement the program in C++. See, by mistake, I switched on updates. So background updates are going on. That is the problem. So let us solve this problem in C++. So how you can able to display a basic message on C++ is nothing but we know very well, sir, we have to use a cout. We have to use a cout with so insertion operator. Okay, let us see how we are going to run this. Sir, what is the first step? Here also we have to import. I mean, we have to include, but here the syntax is different. Sir, include iostream package you have to import. Okay, sir, don't take a .h directly. We have to take hash include iostream. Then, sir, in C++, everything is related to the encapsulation package mechanism. That's why using namespace std you have to use. Using namespace std. Then, sir, as usual, we are not implementing any object-oriented principle. Just we are going to take integer main. Okay, and within this I want to print a message. We know very well, just we have to use cout welcome to C++, like this I am taking, and just we have to return either 1 or 0. That's all. Let me run the code, let me execute the code and see what will happen. Okay, yes, you can able to see welcome to C++ you are getting. Okay, this is nothing but how you can implement program in C++. Now, sir, I want to go for Java implementation. Sir, how you can able to implement the same code in Java? Let us see now. Okay. Yeah, using namespace indicates package level concept. As of now, not required. Chandra Reddy. Okay. Sarath Chandra Reddy. As of now, it is not required. Just observe the skeleton. That's all. Beyond that, nothing. Next, sir, I want to implement the program in Java. Okay, I want to implement the program in Java. Let us see how you can able to implement Java. Okay, yeah, you can use return 0 also, no problem. Okay, it must return some integer value. Beyond that, nothing. Sir, how you can able to run in Java? Sir, I told already, for attending this session, at least minimum one programming language knowledge must be required. Okay, sir, next I am taking public class test because we are running a Java program. Java is a pure object oriented programming. Each and everything we have to take within class only. Then, sir, I am taking public static void main because the syntax of main method is nothing but like this, which always takes string array arguments. This is the syntax of main method in Java. But main method, you can able to see here, it is not returning any value. So directly we can take system dot okay, sir, out dot println of just I want to print welcome to Java message. That's all. Sir, just you have to click on execute button to get the result. Okay, sir, welcome to Java. This is the way, sir, how you can able to write your Java program. This is the way how you can able to write your Java program. Sir, hope it is very clear for you. Okay, now, sir, I want to implement the same program in Python. Let me go for Python implementation. What we have, sir, how you can able to write Python code here? We can't write return 0 in Java. Okay, now, sir, let me open Python code. Sir, in Python also very easy. Sir, Python is all-rounder. That means it is not going to provide support not only for one type of programming. Sir, it allows scripting, it allows functions, it allows object oriented, any type of code you can write. But our task is not to build the projects. Our task is to satisfy the problem statement and to work on the problems. That's why in any programming skeleton you can write, sir, I want to implement in scripting program, just we have to take print statement, it is sufficient. Sir, welcome to Python. Sir, in Python, of course you people may know Python, sir, semicolon is not required at the end. That is a user benefit, right? Sir, just I need to click on execute button, you can able to see my answer is nothing but welcome to Python. Like this I got. This is nothing but how you can able to write Python code. Sir, just I explained 4 language programs how to print message on the screen. If anyone knows C language, I hope how you can turn that into C++, Java and Python, at least you got some idea. Okay, sir, this is nothing but the standard programs that you need to remember to print something on the screen. Okay, sir, up to this, do you have any doubts? Please confirm. Up to this, do you have any doubts? Please confirm. I request every student to respond, please. Any doubts up to this, please confirm. Fine. Sir, let me go for one more program. Is it necessary to using namespace in every program? Yes, compulsory. Please explain Java programmer. Ayu, Dinakar, what is there here? Nothing is there. So public class test. Okay, in Java, each and everything is nothing but object oriented programming concept. Even if you want to write a simple program, compulsory you have to write by using OOPS concepts only. This class test is an object oriented principle which indicates that we are combining some set of instructions with a class. A class is nothing but a collection of different types of data and methods. Okay, now sir, inside this we are taking main method. Sir, main method is having a different signature here. Of course, you know void main, but this void main is accepting some command line arguments. Whether you are using that command line arguments in your program or not, that is the rest of the you. Okay, sir, this is nothing but what we have. Next, sir, public static. Static is nothing but, yeah, you can write any name instead of test, you can write any name, no problem at all. Okay, so static, that means what? In Java, if you want to execute, if you want to place some instructions inside some block, and if you want to execute that, sir, compulsory object concept must be required. Without object, you can't access at least one line of code. That's why, sir, there are some areas in this program, just to print hello message, you can write the instruction in main method, but main itself is a method. It is placed in class test. If you want to touch main method, sir, test class object must be required. Generally, object creation will be done by the programmer. Sir, where we are going to create objects? In the main method only. So to access main, again object is required. Have you observed something like deadlock concept? That's why, sir, Java people declared this main method as a static. If any method is as declared as a static, without object we can able to access that method. So object creation for this method is not required. That is the benefit which we have. Okay, sir, hope it is very clear now, right? Who asked this doubt? Dinakar. Yeah. So if you want, you can attend my Java sessions, okay, which is scheduled on every day at 12 o'clock PM in the afternoon session, 12 noon. Okay, yeah, if you want, you can attend. Demo sessions are going on from tomorrow. There you are going to get the complete clarity. Yeah, if anyone interested, you can join. Okay, sir, next and after that, I want to write a small program, sir. What is a program? Is nothing but, sir, sum of 111 and 222. Sir, please write a program to calculate a sum of these two numbers. Okay. Yeah, these are recorded sessions only. You need to register for this course. You can attend in the live or you can get the recordings. That is your choice. Sir, we have to write a program to calculate sum of this 111 and then 222. Sir, what is the logic here? What is the logic here? Suppose consider, sir, I am going to store the value of A is equal to 111 and I am going to store the value B is equal to 222. Once if you register for this course, so they are going to give a Google Drive for you people. Okay, for your register mail ID. There you can get all the recordings, running notes, everything. Okay. Sir, I will show you where I am going to place running notes also. Just a matter of minute. Already logic based programming batch 4 is started. Okay, today we conducted the classes also, but just one add-on batch we have kept. Beyond that, nothing. So I request you to join immediately so that you can get accessing of videos. So all these things. Okay. Yeah, this is nothing but the folder. This is nothing but the folder where you are going to get running notes. Videos like this, we are going to get one more folder. Okay. So here we are going to share this folder for you people for the register mail IDs. Sir, where you are going to get running notes LBP 4th batch. Okay. November 2021. And here you are going to get one more text file, which includes HackerRank link for the practicing. Okay. I will, yeah, Mangesh, don't worry, you will get. Sir, this is nothing but the previous batch. I mean, our batch only. Just I started explaining the programs for the last batch. Okay, so LBP 1. Okay, so from that we have seen LBP 2 up to, sir, I covered LBP 3. Yeah, LBP today I covered LBP 4 and LBP 5. Sir, up to this we are going to see now. Next week onwards, both the batches will be combined and at 10 o'clock we are going to start. Okay. Yeah. If you contact admin team, so they are going to provide these running notes and videos for you people. Don't worry. By end of today, you are going to receive. Okay. Now, sir, let me write the logic for this. What is the logic? Sir, C is equal to A plus B is the logic. Sir, it is the logic in C language and the same logic in C++, same logic in Java, same logic even in Python also. So the logic is the same. Don't repeat this logic. Just try to concentrate implementation alone. Sir, now I want to provide C language implementation for this program. I want to provide C language implementation for this program. Let us consider, sir, sum of two numbers. Okay, these two numbers you have to supply from the user. Let us see how you can able to write C language code for that. Okay, sir, what is the first step? We have to declare two integer variables like integer x comma y and result is nothing but z. So how to read the numbers? Scanf %d ampersand x ampersand y. Okay, sir, %d indicates integer value. Okay, ampersand is nothing but a pointer reference. So where we have to store that memory will be decided by this ampersand symbol. Okay, sir, next, sir, result we have to calculate. What is the formula? Just now we have seen z is equal to x plus y. Sir, here our logic is going to begin and here our logic is going to end. Sir, whatever logic you implemented, whatever result you got, sir, here you have to print. Sir, if x and y are integers, definitely its sum is also an integer, right? So I am printing %d comma z value. That's all. %d comma z value. Now let us execute this. %d indicates integer value. %d indicates integer. Okay. Yes. Sir, we have to supply input here. Sorry, we have to supply inputs here. Sir, 111 is nothing but first input. 555 is nothing but second input. Let me click on execute. Sir, 666. In your logic based programming hacker rank, we are not supposed to give inputs, and we are not supposed to give expect output. Just you have to write the program. System itself will evaluate. Those are called as test cases. Soon we are going to see that. This is nothing but how you can able to provide implementation in C language. Sir, I want to go for C++ implementation for the same problem. Sir, how you can able to provide C++ implementation? Sir, very simple. The logic is the same. Just we have to change IO statements. Sir, let me take A, B, C I am taking. Sir, how to read the values? C in A and then B. Two values I am reading. Directly you have to print the value of C. And what is the value of C? A plus B. That's all. Sir, supply the inputs. Assume 11 and then 22 I am giving, and let us execute. It will take those two numbers. Okay, and we can return. See, we can take void main also, but we have to follow the rules and regulations, because C and C++ are developed from Unix operating system. In Unix operating system, okay, I mean, what you can call a function, compulsory it has to return integer value by default. Okay, Sarath Chandra. Okay, yeah, please concentrate on the logic part. Don't concentrate on command, I mean, what you can call the rest of the things. Okay, cin is nothing but an input statement which is used to read input from the user. Babu. Okay, cin is nothing but a statement which is used to read input from the user in C++. So in Java, we have to declare scanner class. In C language, we have to use scanf. Just now I explained, right? Same thing. Sir, now if you click, we are getting 333. This is nothing but the program in C++. Sir, I want to implement in Java. Okay, I want to implement the code in Java. Let us see how you can able to provide implementation for Java. Sir, the program is the same, but you need to do some more activity. Java.util.scanner. There is one predefined class is there in Java with the name java.util.scanner. Util means utility. Okay. First, we have to create object for that. Just now I told, right? If you want to work with sir, anything in Java, object creation is mandatory. Sir, from where you are going to accept input? From the input panel, from the console. So it is used to read input from the user by using obj. Now, sir, I am declaring integer m is equal to obj dot next int. Next int is a method which is used to read an integer value from the screen in Java. Similarly, sir, integer n is equal to obj dot next int I am taking, which is used to read next value. Sir, next integer o is equal to, I am writing the formula like m plus n. That's all. Now you can print the result. System.out.println of, sir, I am printing o is nothing but our result. Just to click on execute button. But before that, we have to supply the inputs. Okay, sir, assume 12 is my input and 13 is my input. Once if you click on execute button, what will happen? Sir, 25 is nothing but my output. Like this, you can write the program in Java. Okay, sir, now my requirement is Python. Sir, my favorite language is nothing but Python itself. Sir, how you can able to write addition of these two numbers? So let me choose Python. So here I am declaring the variables like p is equal to int of input. Okay, then q is equal to int of input. Sir, I accepted two values. R is equal to p plus q. Then print the value of r. That's all. But make sure that when you are supplying the inputs, sir, you have to supply the inputs line by line. We should not supply simultaneously. If you are trying to supply simultaneously, what will happen? It is considered as a single input. Okay, sir, I want to supply like this only. How you can write code for that? That part we will discuss in our regular sessions. Don't worry at all. This is nothing but a Python program to perform just addition of two numbers. Okay, sir, That's all about introduction. Just we will jump into HackerRank link and we can practice program in that. I hope what is required for our course already you know, just I have given a kind of revision. Sir, hope it is very clear for you people. Any doubts, sir, up to this? Please confirm. I request everyone to respond. You have to contact admin team for registration. Okay, so admin team number already I think you have. Sir, if you don't know admin number, please note down 8096 969696. You have to contact this number and then you have to enroll your name. Okay, by end of the day they are going to give access credentials like meeting link for the next week and recorded videos for the last Sunday batch, and you are going to get running notes also. Okay, whatever I am typing, it will be there in addition to the previous batch. Just now I told, right, today we started the batch yesterday. That running notes also you are going to get. Okay, yeah. So let us solve our programs. Okay, yeah. Are you ready? Shall we start? Please confirm. Very good, very good. Yes. So 1 minute, 1 minute. So I will show you the problem statements first, then we can able to solve that. So meanwhile, HackerRank link. So yeah, so you can able to see admin number. Before batch, I didn't explain anything. Whatever I explained for the previous batch, same thing I'm explaining for you now. Okay, that recorded videos also will be there for you people. Don't worry. In addition to that, continuation. See, just it is an add-on batch. Okay, whatever I explained to them, same thing I'm explaining for you now. So from the next week, you people will be in the same level. That's what I am doing now, editing. Okay. One minute. Yeah, this batch will be continued. This is the running batch only. What is your doubt? Different queries I am getting from your side. This is the perfect batch. Whatever I covered for the previous batch, same thing I am explaining now. From the next week, both will be in the same level. We are going to continue. Sanjeev. Okay. I know only Java. No problem. See, for this, any one programming language knowledge must be required. Okay. Rest of the things are not required. See, if you know only Python, no problem. Sir, I know only Java, no problem. Okay. Yeah, it is only on weekend. Weekdays, we don't have any batch. Actually, batches are there. Present, we don't have any batch. System is problem. My system creating problem like anything today. I don't know why. Who take admission? Ayo. You need to contact our admin team. 8096969696. Any website or group for conversation or problems? Yeah, we will create. No, advanced Java batch, no. Yeah, sir, let me please solve the problems, then we can go for discussion. Yeah, discussion, nothing. Yeah, sir, I won't repeat these system problems in the next week. Some problem is there with my system. Okay, no issues. Sir, let me start. Sir, whatever I provided till now is nothing but introduction. Sir, now we are going to enter into the actual classes. Sir, which is nothing but first problem we are going to solve now. Sir, what is the problem? LBP number 1. So program to check whether the given number is even or odd number. What is the input for this problem, sir? An integer value. The constraint is nothing but your number should be greater than or equal to 0. What is the output? It should print either even or odd or invalid. Sir, even means what? It should be divisible by 2. Odd means what? It should not be divisible by 2. Invalid means what? If number is greater than or equal to 0, then you have to do. Otherwise, we have to print invalid. Sir, I am explaining the logic for this. Sir, what is the logic for this problem? First, we have to read the number. Okay, read number from user. Next, and after that, if the value of number is greater than or equal to 0, then, sir, you have to perform, sir, two operations. What is the first operation? Now you have to divide that number with percentage 2. If remainder is equal to 0, then we have to print the message saying even. Otherwise, else we have to print the message saying odd. Sir, if the first condition is not satisfied, else, sir, print the message saying invalid. That's all. This is nothing but the logic. How you can able to check whether the given number is even or odd? If it is divisible by 2, then it is a even number. If it is not divisible by 2, then it is an odd number. I hope the logic is very clear for you people. If the logic is clear, I will go with implementation. Sir, please confirm, is the logic is clear? Yes. Sir, let me provide implementation in all the programming languages. So first I'm going to take C language implementation. Okay, first I am going to take C language implementation. Already we have this HackerRank link is there. So let me open the first problem. Okay, let us see how you can able to solve. Sir, program to check whether the given number is even or odd. So see, previous batch, I mean our batch, 7 submissions are there. Input is nothing but a number n. That n value must be always greater than or equal to 0, and even or odd or invalid we have to print. So next and after that 12 is nothing but input. So for that expected answer is even. If the input is 13, the expected answer is nothing but odd. So now I have to select first C language. Then I want to provide implementation. Sir, everything is already available. stdio.h, string.h, math.h, stdlib.h, integer main, return 0, everything. Sir, have you observed in the comments they mentioned something? Enter your code here, read input from standard input device and print output to standard output device. Yes, sir, pakka you can write now. So what is the requirement? We have to read a number from the user. How to read? We know scanf percentage d comma ampersand number. Sir, my input is ready. What is the first constraint? If the value of number is greater than or equal to 0, then perform your logic. Else, sir, if it is not greater than 0, sir, you have to print a message saying invalid. Sir, here what logic you have to apply? If your number divisible by 2 is equal to 0, then I am printing the message saying even. Sir, else you can print the message saying odd. That's all. Sir, my program is completed. Now you have to run. So what is the purpose of pressing this run button? Already you have given 2 test cases. Whether these 2 test cases are passed or not, it will verify. Second, is there any mistake in your program or not, also will be verified. Let me run. Sir, both the test cases are passed. So congratulations, you have passed the sample test case. You have to submit the code for remaining test cases. Sir, remaining, sir, almost 6 test cases I have given. All the 6 test cases are passed. Your score is nothing but 1.0. Status is accepted. This is nothing but the code, whatever you have submitted. This is nothing but C language implementation. Sir, hope it is very clear for you people. Any doubts on the C language implementation, please confirm. Any doubts on the C language implementation, please confirm. Fine. Sir, let me go for Java implementation. Okay, let me go for Java implementation. Sir, how you can able to provide implementation for this problem in Java? Sir, very simple. Just only input and output statements are going to be changed. Beyond that, nothing. Sir, let me choose this problem and select Java. Okay. Sir, here I want to take skeleton is already there. Scanner obj is equal to, sir, new scanner of system.in I am taking. Okay. Sir, next and after that, we have to read a number from the user obj.next int. If the value of n is greater than or equal to 0, one logic. Sir, else. So curly braces are optional if you are having only one statement. That's why, sir, I am not taking curly braces for this else. And here, if the value of n percentage 2 is equal to 0, here also I am not taking curly braces. Just I am trying to print the message saying even. Sir, else. Then system.out.println of I am printing the message saying odd. That's all. The program completed. Now let us run the code now. Sir, first test case is passed, but second test case is not passed. Why? Sir, here expected answer is in small letters. My answer is in capital letter. That's why please change the input. Again, you have to run the code. Sir, now it is working. Submit the code. Perfect. Sir, this is nothing but how you can able to do the program in Java. Now let me go for Python implementation. Sir, I want to solve this problem by using Python. Let us see how you can able to solve. Sir, I am choosing the problem and I am going to select the language as a Python. So n is equal to int of input. If the value of n is greater than or equal to 0, sir, here flower brackets, all these things are not there. Indentation concept will be there. Okay, those who know Python, please concentrate. Remaining people, just observe the logic. Beyond that, nothing. Okay, so if n greater than or equal to 0, if the condition is true, then again we have to check one more condition, n percentage 2 is equal to 0 or not. If it is the case, I am printing the message saying even, else I am printing the message saying odd. Sir, if the first if condition is not satisfied, then we have to print the message saying invalid. That's all. Let us run the code. Sir, public test cases is cleared and let us submit the code. Sir, all the private test cases also will be cleared. Yes. Sir, this is nothing but how you can able to solve the problem in Python. Sir, hope this problem statement and my explanation is very clear for you people. Any doubts up to this, please confirm. Yeah, you can use ternary operator also, no problem. See, you can practice like anything, any code you can take. What are the possibilities are there? Everything you can try. I will be there for you to provide support. Okay. Yeah. Sir, that's all about today's session. So demo sessions got completed. From the next week, this batch is going to be regularized. So if you want to attend for next week, you have to pay amount and you need to register. Okay. So next week, the session is going to be started at 9 o'clock. They will inform you in the group. I mean, they will mail you. Sir, next week, the session starts at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. Okay, on Saturday. And one more thing. So already 10 a.m. batch is there. So these people will join at 10 o'clock. These people will join at 10 o'clock so that whatever programs we covered for them is will be covered in between 9 to 10. From 10, regular session is going to be taken. So for the next week, sir, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. is nothing but the session for already existing student. For the newly registered student, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. will be the session. Meanwhile, don't worry, I will give break. Okay. Yeah. Tomorrow there is no session. The next class will be on Saturday. Sarath Chandra, no need to sign up. If you have a Google account, it is sufficient. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So please do register by today itself so that you will get this HackerRank link, all these things. No. Only for paid students, we will issue that HackerRank link. Okay. Yeah. Sir, you are going to get HackerRank link in that shared folder itself. Okay. Yeah. You will receive by today night. Okay. Yeah. Sir, thank you guys.